Uh, last week, if you guys weren't here, we beat Stray. I beat the game Stray for the first time. And so having beat Stray, I was like, I need to come up with a new game to play. And there's so many games that I want to play on stream with y'all. But one of the things that I wanted to eventually get back to is my playthrough of Majora's Mask, which once upon a time, my first stream was back in January, where I started playing Breath of the Wild, started trying to learn how to speedrun it. And this, I started alternating between Breath of the Wild and playing Majora's Mask. I only ever played I had two streams of it. The highlights for both of those streams are on my channel still, and there's still a couple clips where I beat the first boss of the game within like less than a minute. And, just Majora's Mask is one of my favorite games. It's one of my favorite Zelda games, which Zelda is like my favorite video game series like ever. I love Zelda. I'm wearing my Zelda shirt for y'all. But yeah, so since I started playing Majora's Mask on stream, I got really caught up and busy with schoolwork and everything and finishing out my degree. So I stopped streaming until recently, like a month or two ago, end of July. It's kind of crazy to think it's actually been like over a month. But since we've kind of been doing some other things, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to our playthrough of Majora's Mask. So my first stream, I played through the beginning of the story, and we played through the first dungeon, first area of the game. Second stream, I reset reset the time, the time cycle, and did just a bunch of mini games and stuff, collecting heart pieces that became available after beating the first dungeon, doing some side quests, things like that. Unfortunately, in every single dungeon, there is a collectible called the Stray Fairies, where you're supposed to collect 15 Stray Fairies in the dungeon and then bring them back to the Great Fairy. I reset the time cycle without returning all of the Stray Fairies. So before the stream started, I spent my time going back through the dungeon and getting all the Stray Fairies. So that is where we're starting off. So if you are unaware of, the story, Link has been... First, he was turned into a Deku scrub, which is this guy. This is Link. He was turned into this by Skull Kid, who robbed him, stole his horse, rode off, and in the process left one of the fairies that he was traveling with, named Tattle. And we reached the land and are scrambling around to turn ourselves back human. We ran into this creepy guy called the Happy Mask Salesman, and pretty much found out that the moon is going to fall in 3 days, and we need to stop Skull Kid and get the mask that he's wearing. We got to the end of the 3-day cycle, got our ocarina back, and so now we can reverse time, and it's essentially a Groundhog's Day in that 3-day time span. And we also gained the ability to turn from human to, any other of the Zelda races. So we have a Deku mask that turns us into this. Take it off and we are Link again. We went to the Deku Palace and, fixed all the problems here. Did the temple. Temple hasn't been beat because I just needed the Stray Fairies. But yeah, so since we've got all the Stray Fairies, let's go ahead and get this done. Warning, they are the same Great Fairies as the ones in Ocarina of Time, so they are fucking horrifying. Why? Oh, strong young one, I am the great fairy of power. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I grant you prowess with this new sword technique. So this is what I came back for. Every single great fairy, you return the stray fairies to them, return their body to normal, and they reward you with a power. And it, you know, it goes up, and like, this is probably like, this is neat. Not my favorite upgrade. I mastered the spin attack. Come see me again whenever you are overcome by weariness. I hate that laugh. I hate it. Oh, stray fairies. So now we have a cool new spin attack. It's just more powerful. But the reward for the second dungeon is like, you get, what do you get? You get a double magic meter. The Zora's domain area gives you, like, you take half damage from all enemies. And then the last reward is like a super powerful sword. I forget what we're called. I think so I have a habit of replaying, whenever I replay Zelda games, you know, in older Zelda games, you can name your character whatever you want. And so me having a middle school boy's humor, I think I named myself Bitch. So whenever people talk to you, they're like, oh, hey, bitch. Turns everyone into Jesse Pinkman. Mountain Village. I feel like I've played this part of the game specifically so many times. Like the beginning part of this game. Like I've only actually beaten the game once. However, I've played it a lot. And every single time that I start to play it, I think I always reach this point, I beat the dungeon, and then I stop playing for some reason or the other. It's not. Goron Village. Oh no! It's cold! Being the gatekeeper in this cold is hard. Do you want to enter the Goron Shrine? Yeah. Then I'll open the door with a Goron Pound. I'm going to close it right away so it doesn't get cold inside, so hurry up and get in. Are you ready? Goron Shrine. There is a crying child in here, who is annoying the fuck out of. One of the things I really love about like what this game does is it kind of takes, you know, all of the assets, all of the people, and all of the characters, all the art style and stuff from Ocarina of Time, and it does something entirely new with every single one of them. So I think this is the only real game where like the Deku Scrubs are like a major race in Zelda. The Gorons don't live in a volcano, they live in the mountains. The Zora live at sea, which is like really cool. The Elder went to Snowhead and doesn't seem to be coming back. Now his son is so lonely that he won't stop crying. It keeps getting colder outside, and inside we're so cold we could freeze. And we've got to go save him. And you know, keep the moon from crashing down into the earth and killing everyone. Hoo hoot! We meet again, fairy child. Have my stone statue been of help? Well, it seems you may have the strength to change the fate of this land as I had expected. When you first meet this owl, he talks about this land is destined to die, pretty much. It's doomed. It's doomed by the narrative. And you, the hero, you're not the chosen hero meant to save everyone. You're the only person who can change the destiny of this land. You know, stop everyone from dying, stop it for every single person from being doomed. Which is like such a fun little, it's like, it's essentially the same, but it's just like a little bit of a twist that just makes it so much cooler to me. I'm not a big fan of like, oh, you're the chosen one, right here to save the day. Like stories like that, which Zelda does tend to fall into sometimes. But I think if it's done well, it can be really fun. But the road ahead is even more challenging. Many trials await you. Please watch over these Gorons around you. Their land is doomed to be smothered in snow and ice forever. It will become a land where no living thing can survive. Without courage and determination, you surely will collapse from the extreme conditions. But if that courage and determination burns bright within you, then that's a different story. So, will you proceed? Yeah. Hoot! You are a child of many strengths. Well, perhaps you do have enough strength to change the fate of this mountain after all. I shall take to the air now, flying towards that shrine across the way, so follow behind me. Do not be daunted by appearances. Instead, let your feelings guide you, and the true path shall open before you. Are you ready? Follow behind me. Alright. And his feathers fall on the path, on the way forward. Every single area of this game has something going on that's just like, it's like, you think about it for 2 seconds and it's so fucking dark. It's like, it's crazy that this is supposed to be a kid's game. And at the same time, there's a lot of like really fun parts of the game. There's a lot of humor to it, which I think, you know, everyone kind of talks about like, holy shit, this is so dark. What is going on? Why are they talking about death? But there's a sense of humor to this game, that kind of like, it's still Zelda, which I really love that. I love Zelda games. Hoot. I've certainly been assured of your courage and determination. From here on, you must not be fooled by appearances. You must rely on your feelings. Now enter the shrine. Something that will aid you in your quest lies within. Use that item when returning from here. Or in the, you know, what happens when you blow up the bombs. You got the lens of truth! Let's equip that real fast. And now you can see the platforms. Oh no! There's some weird hovering ghost guy over there. I'm not good at, like, I know the story of these games too well. But check out this guy. He's kind of fun. Hey. Can it be? Are you able to see me? If you truly can see me, then follow behind me. I love this man's look. It's a Goron with like sick-ass tattoos and stuff up his arms. I love that. Here, I can see the shadow. I know where we're going. It's kind of crazy now that I think about it that like I've like only actually beat this game once, considering like how much I actually know. Link spinning around on this ice cube is about how I feel. That's what's going through my mind right now. He looks like he's rotating like he's in a microwave. No thoughts. Head empty. Yeah, okay. We are done with the platforming, and it's time to climb invincible ladders. This is really cool if you take off the mask too, because it's just like you're literally climbing a sheer cliff. And maybe I shouldn't take off the lens of truth. What's up? This is the grave where a Goron hero rests. I came here to put up the great hero's memorial, but the return route has been blocked by snow, and I can't get back to the Goron village. And even worse, my brother has frozen solid from the cold. The way things are looking, I'll be frozen too. Oh, it's times like this that make me wish I had taken some of the hot spring water I found when I was digging the hero's grave. But the hot spring is now covered by the gravestone. I can't move a gravestone that big by myself. But I guess this is what it's meant. What's meant by the Goron saying there's no use in crying over split rocks? Let's get some magic. Yeah. Let's go in the shrine. This is kind of a cool shrine. Goron graveyard. Speak. The Soaring One said that the one who could see me would be arriving soon. It seems that turned out to be true. I'm Darmani III. The blood of proud Goron heroes runs in me. This feels strange for me to say, but when I was alive, I was a renowned warrior and veteran. Yes, when I was alive. But alas, I am now dead. I was fine until I marched off to Snowhead by myself, hoping I could drive off a demon. It had been wreaking havoc on Goron village, and then a blizzard at Snowhead blew me into the valley, and now, here I am. How infuriating! As I am, I can only watch as Goron village is slowly buried in ice. I may have died, but I cannot rest. So, you can use magic? The Soaring One also told me that you are able to use it. I beg you, bring me back to life with your magic. If it is beyond your power, then I beg of you to do this for me instead. Heal my sorrows. Any way that you could do it will suffice. Please, heal my sorrows. And so now I've got to play the Song of Healing, which I'm going to see if I can remember. There it is. What a soothing melody. My sorrows are melting away into the song. I leave my undying feelings with you. The deeds I accomplished while living are carved on my grave. You should read it. You got the Goron mask! This mask contains the spirit of a proud Goron hero! Yay! For the Goron village, I have asked your assistance. it's a short cutscene, and you know the graphics are pretty clearly dated. This game came out in 2000. So it's 24 years old, but I really enjoy it. I think it's short, but I think it can be pretty powerful. Also, that's what it looks like to put on a mask. Hot spring water. Use it before it cools. Coming out here is pretty fun. No, you're not the Great Darmani, are you? Then, just whose grave was I making? Did you come back to life because it was so warm beneath your grave? There used to be a hot spring bubbling beneath the Great Darmani's grave. If I had some of that hot spring water, I might be able to thaw out my frozen brother. Here you go. What have I been doing? Oh, are you alright, brother? You were frozen, but the Great Darmani saved you. The Great Darmani? What's with you? Are you half asleep? Did you hear this guy? Did you hear this guy? The Great Darmani died long ago and is lying in his Darmani! I was shocked too, but somehow it seems the Great Darmani isn't dead. Really? With this, a star of hope appears in Goron Village. Great Darmani, please do something about the blizzard blowing in from snow. There he is. So this is the Goron Elder. Remember the kid who was crying in the shrine? Or in the village? I'm now frozen with him. The Goron Elder didn't quite make it, and he's frozen solid. Huh? What was I doing? It's already this late? I must hurry! Sir. Oh, you're Darmani! But you're supposed to be dead! Am I hallucinating? Maybe this is also the doing of Snowhead's magic power. I've been made a fool of. But that's impossible! I refuse to flinch. If I can see past the illusion, you'll vanish in an instant. What? My son is crying because he misses me? Why do you know that? My son misses me. Oh, forgive me, my child. Your father has work to do. Darmani, be you a ghost or a figment of my imagination, I no longer care. If you feel pity for my crying son, I don't, he's fucking annoying, then please quietly sing my son to sleep with this song I am about to play on my drum. It is the very same melody that was often played for you when you were young. I'll just teach you the beginning. Play it with A and C. I love that your instrument changes. So when you're human, it's the Ocarina of Time from the Ocarina of Time. And whenever you change with the transformation masks, it becomes a different thing. So you've got the drums, you've got like the Deku pipes. Whenever we reach the Zora area, you've got like a fucking guitar, and it's awesome. The soothing melody of a thoughtful father. It's not that I forgot it, it's just, It's so cold that I can't play it very well. Sure. At any rate, I am counting on you. That song! That's the song Father always plays for me before I go to bed, sleep. I'll sing the next part. This part's kinda cute, but I just don't like his design. I'm tempted to write some fluff. Like a little bit, like something happy for my characters, my guys. There's like, it's not all angst. I think I follow the policy of emotional beats, and angst works best when you have a variety. Like, it can't all be super, super dark and angsty. You have to have some moments of happiness for the angst to hit even harder. So I try to put in some happier parts. I try to do my best, but... So back to Zelda for a second. The Gorons, I'm very conflicted about. I like the Gorons. I think I've largely been kind of indifferent about them. Like, I don't necessarily love them, and I don't hate them. I love Goron Link. I think this is like peak Gorons for me. But like, they're just rock people. But I think this game is probably the closest I get to being like, oh, the Gorons fucking rock. Like, I want to love the Gorons. But, unfortunately, I don't know. Yeah. I think that's just a byproduct of I've played this part of the game way too many times. I'm sure it's not all of them. I'm not pulling a Rogue One. Not everyone dies in a big explosion at the end. But you gotta have a little bit of tragedy, It is, it takes place during the Clone Wars. Which the Clone Wars is a very tragic time in Star Wars. Also, out of curiosity, I have this timer up. I'm going to see, how long how long it takes for me to beat this dungeon. I've already kind of, I'm a bit late to it, I realize, but... So this dungeon is probably my least favorite dungeon in this game. It's just, I don't hate it. It just kind of seems boring to me. Like, there's some puzzles in it that are really clever. It's not a bad dungeon by any means. I think all of the dungeons in this game are fantastic. And this is, just as smart as the other ones. Ramps up the difficulty a bit. Fun. I love the boss fight for this game, or for this dungeon. However, I've just played it so many goddamn times. My first playthrough, I played it on the 3DS, on my sister's 3DS, her copy of the game. And I got up to the third temple, but I remember being stuck on this part of the, this temple for so long. And I remember it just killing me, because I was an 8th grader and I was fucking confused. And so I think ever since then I've had a bit of a grudge against this temple. I really like, so since there's only 4 dungeons in the game, they kind of went at it, and like the game is a sequel to Ocarina of Time. That's why, you know, it uses all the same assets and stuff. A lot of the same looks for characters, where even if it's not the same characters. But another thing that kind of comes with it is that this game has, you know, it assumes that you have played Ocarina of Time before. Which, not to be salty, but that's an assumption that Tears of the Kingdom did not make, assuming that players had played Breath of the Wild, and that's kind of frustrating. Yeah, so because Majora's Mask assumes that the player has come into it knowing Ocarina of Time, it is able to crank up the difficulty. So like the first one isn't, you know, the first dungeon's not too difficult. It's kind of on par with like Ocarina of Time dungeons, like some of the more like linear ones. But every single dungeon afterwards has a significant difficulty increase. Where like it really encourages you to go out and play like the side quests, do like mini games and stuff, upgrade yourself before getting to, you know, the dungeon and continuing the story. Like you're encouraged to do that, so you can like do well in the dungeons. And so they crank up the difficulty every single time. And so like the last dungeon is probably one of the hardest in all of Zelda. Definitely the hardest in 3D Zelda. Just because it's convoluted, it's a twisting nightmare, and it's just also so fucking cool. It is a fantastic dungeon. Did it. Alright, now we are on the next floor up. Did I miss a step? I don't think I have. But it's beginning to kind of almost feel like I have. I believe that's the mini boss. And I should be getting the dungeon item. Which, another kind of cool thing that this game does is all of the items so all the, like, you know, typical Zelda items you get outside of dungeons, because the only items you get from dungeons are different type of arrows. So in the first dungeon you get just the bow and arrow, and every other dungeon afterwards you get a different type of arrow. So we are going to get the arrow that we need to beat the dungeon, which is the fire arrow. And we need to beat this damn fucking mini boss who shows up way too many fucking times. Seriously, why does this guy shows up fucking like twice in this one dungeon, and then he shows up like twice in another dungeon, another part of the game. I don't know what the fuck that was. Fun, scary noise. We love fun, scary noises. Also, if my camera moves at all, when I was filming, so my big thing with filming is I like to do the lights on short films and stuff. That's like my specialty in a way. And so I have light kits, and, you know, I use them in the background of some of my streams. So that's why I don't have like a backlight on me in this stream. But also, I use one of my light stands as a tripod. whenever I'm streaming for like my webcam. And since I don't have my light, or I lent my lights to one of my friends because I'm not going to be able to make it to the last day of filming. So a friend of mine has my lights, and because of that, I also don't have a tripod for my light stand. Or I don't have a light stand to use as a tripod. So currently, I'm going back to the good old-fashioned method of using a stack of books. The only thing keeping up my webcam at the moment is a couple of my favorite books in my personal collection of all of the Star Wars movies. A lot of my fics are long and have a lot of like chapters to them, versus being, you know, having a lot of them. Do y'all want to know the craziest fucking stray fairy in this entire... It's not. But I hate the stray fairy. You see that little sliver of white that's on the screen, in the middle of that wall? We gotta drop down into that. Cause what the fuck? Why? I missed it. Okay. I missed it. It's alright. We're all good. I think I missed doing this. No, that's just a stray fairy. Okay. Got 6. Gotta get back to the top 4 eventually. But there is something very important that we have not done, and that is raise this central pillar. And now that we have the fire arrows, we should be able to do that. And this should be the switch to raise the pillar. Alrighty. And now, having pressed this switch, how you go about this dungeon completely changes. Well, okay, maybe not completely, but it changes. Because now you have to get around without using the side ramps, or the ramps to jump across. Because, like, with the Korok puzzles, like, the reward, I guess, is, you know, expanding your inventory, but Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom don't do rewards well, I don't think. Like, the game isn't about the rewards, because it can't be about the rewards. The rewards are shit. Like, they're not all shit, but especially, I think, for Tears of the Kingdom. The rewards for doing different things kind of suck. But the rewards for, you know, getting collectibles and stuff in this game, I think, are done really well. I don't have the same complaint. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. I definitely recommend them. I think they're great, you know, I think they're brilliant games. But, you know, yeah. You know, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I think, like, I think Zelda games are, you know, incredible games. I think they've done so much for, you know, history or gaming as a whole. And I think they're just really good, like, all around solid games. So my dad played, like, all the Zelda games and stuff. Like, when he was, you know, he was a kid, he played A Link to the Past, I think the original Zelda. Like, he played all of the, like, the OG Zelda games. And so when me and my sister were born, that was when like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess were coming out. What the Excuse me? What? Why? Is this game? Game. I have to jump across there. I can't go full speed. I gotta like build up my power. Game? Game? Have I fucked up? I think I fucked up. Because I'm supposed to get to that door, you know, across this gap. And I'm starting to think the only way I could do that is by walking across the pillar. But I already went through and punched out all of the ice and the pillar. And so the pillar is set up for me to go straight to the boss. But right across this gap is where the boss key is. And I need to get the boss key. So I think I've got to backtrack. I'm also missing 5 stray fairies. Where's... I'm gonna do something. I know where one of these stray fairies is. Let me... If I've got to go down, then let me go down trying to get this fucking stray fairy. There it is. There's literally a hole in the wall that you have to jump down to your death in order to get. Yeah, let's just jump to the bottom. Anyways, let's reset the pillar. Reset the pillar. Ugh. Okay, where's the exit? There's a room where there's a bunch of frozen ice cubes, and I walked through it once, and I like immediately left because I didn't have the fire arrows at that point in time. But I'm pretty sure I need to, you know, now that I have the fire arrows, I thought I was going to go back there at some point. But, you know, didn't really seem like I needed to. Can I? Surely I can jump this. Yeah. Nice. Stray fairy. 12th one, I need 3 more. Hopefully. Did I do it? I heard a noise. I heard like a woo. Yeah? Yeah! What's our enemies? 14 stray fairies. We need 1 more. Is it with the lens of truth? I bet it probably is. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I came in here and I put on the mask and it said there was 1 more, and I think I had a suspicion. Quick, return them to the fairy of the same color. I don't want to punch any of these. I don't want to punch anything. Do I want to punch anything? I'm kind of stranded up here, now that I realize it. I don't think I want to punch anything. Unfortunately... So over there, Tattle appears to have found a spot. Is this a scarecrow spot? And if it is, I don't remember what my song or the song I made for the scarecrow is. So right here, we have all of, you know, this is my view of all my videos that I've made, all of my highlight videos, which I make highlight videos for every single stream, including this one when I finish it. After I'm done streaming, I'm going to make a highlight video of this stream right here before it expires. Because that is the stream where I beat the game Stray, and I really want to make sure I get the highlights for it. But let's go down here to when we started the game. You know, take a second. I'd play one of my favorite games. Okay, so without much further ado, look, guys, it's me. Shall we play from Majora's Mask? From the past. This is me. Fucking a long time ago. Half a year ago. Skull Kid is such a cool enemy. I love Majora's Mask. I was still ranting back then. The final enemy. Anyway. Okay. So it's up A, up A, up A. That was my song. Yo! Oh, yeah! Alright, I'm going to assume that is not a scarecrow spot then, and all of this has been for nothing. Love that for me. Okay, we're back. I can cross the gap after all this fucking time. Thank God. Gap has been fucking crossed. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Shit! I'm a fool! I don't know what I just made with my voice. Anyway, it's this fucking asshole again. I'm putting on my bunny hood. I need to be faster than I am. And freeze to death. Gotcha. I hate this man. I hate him with my entire life. Cool. He is easier with the fire arrows because I think they deal, or they do deal more damage. Alright. Boss key. We got it. And now we have all the stray fairies. We have the boss key. The only thing left for us to do is punch down some fucking ice in the pillar so we can reach the boss. Yeah. Okay. So we need to go back. I didn't want to jump down there, and I have hopefully not screwed myself. Maybe. Hopefully. I've screwed myself. No. I need to stop screwing myself over. It's already 4 on the second day. We've been here for an hour and 5 minutes. I'm going insane. But, you know, I think it incorporates, Goron Link's skills really well. And luckily, you know, getting all the way back up to the top, is not really that I'm gonna go ahead and go around! Fuck. losing it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't have... What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, fuck? What the fuck? Wait, why do I have to keep doing this? I just wanna fight the boss, and it's not letting me. Ah! I am playing this safe. That was fucking atrocious. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, okay. First step, we punch. Second step, we save. We save. So that bullshit like what just fucking happened does not happen again. Because we save. We save. We save our games. We save our games. Even when the game isn't supposed to be saved, such as this exact instance. However, we save our games. We break games so that we save them, and I do not give two fucking shits, because what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. It's okay. We have time. The fuckery is over, and we are on our way. We're on our way to victory, to fun. We are on our way to fucking GOT. And oh my god, I have just realized. So remember when I said I don't like backtracking? And remember when I got to this point earlier and saw, I didn't actually see this ramp. I saw the ramp that was beneath this ramp. And I was like, hey, oh, I realized what I need to do here. And what I need to do is to go all the way to the bottom, retract the pillar that I've already punched out the ice blocks from, push it all the way back up, and then climb all the way up here without punching the blocks again so that I can get to this point and walk across the floor. And not just go up a single floor, use this flower, and fly. And save me from the backtracking. I fucked up. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm double checking that I have the stray fairies. So I don't have to do this again. I hate this dungeon. But I do not hate this dungeon boss. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and theys, may I introduce you to GOT. That is goat spelled with an H. So it's GOT. Masked mechanical monster. It's time for fucking racing. If I don't immediately punch it. This boss can be really annoying, because that shit. Some people may not enjoy it as much as I do. I enjoy this. I think this is, you know, you're a fucking Goron, you're racing a giant mechanical fucking goat, trying to not get hit by all the random fucking bullshit that it sends at you, and in order to deal damage, you just gotta run up to it and ram into it with your giant fucking magic Goron spikes. It's fun, yeah? It's a lot of fun. It's ridiculous how much shit he throws at you. And, you know, it's because of all the shit that he throws at you that things can get really annoying. And it can be a bit annoying to control Goron Link. I've already talked about that. But it's fun to, it's God. It's God. This might be like one of my favorite bosses in the game. In fact, I think this is my favorite boss in the game. It depends on, like, it's not like you hit this weak spot 3 times and you win. It's, you keep dealing damage, and as he gets damage dealt to him. Look at this! That's gotta fucking hurt. But yeah, the more damage that he takes, the more shit he throws at you, crazier the fight gets. I love this boss. Music is just a lot of fun. Listen to this. I think it's the same music for all classes, but now he's throwing bombs. It's crazy bullshit. I've been electrocuted. Which makes sense for a giant robot. Alright. I love it when Goron Link takes damage, because the eyes look crazy. Alright, time to lock in. Let's kill Got. Come on. Come on. How do you escape? I think I might. Yeah, this is the annoying thing. When you get too far behind, he just sits there and shoots electrics at you. Got has fallen! He's dead. And my feet. This dungeon. After all this time, I'm free. And we have 7 hearts. Let's get the mask. You seized Got's remains! You've just freed the innocent spirit that this dark mask had kept imprisoned within the body of the evil Got. Design's also pretty cool. What exactly are all of you? Guardians. So, you're protective gods? That's why you're in the temples, but why are the protective gods? No, wait, are you listening to me? Hey, wait. More lore. So every region has a, like, before state and, like, saved state, right? So, like, before and after you beat the temple, specifically before and after you beat the boss. So Woodfall, before all the water is poisoned, after the water has been cleared and you open up some stuff. In this region, before snow and ice, everyone's freezing to death. After, it's like a nice little, like, it's like Switzerland. It's like a nice little mountain village. Right now, all that is important for us to do is get the fucking stray fairies to where they need to go before I forget again. Because, honest to God, I swear if I have to go through that dungeon one more time within the next 5 years of my life, I will go insane. Okay, maybe 5 years. That's a bit of a long time. I do not trust myself. I have no trust in my Goron abilities. Oh, hey, that was actually not that bad. But the Great Fairy Fountain is all the way back here. Naturally. Hello, sir. Darmani! What in the world have I been doing this whole time? I can't remember a thing since I went out to look around Snowhead to figure out why spring wasn't coming. What am I doing sitting in a place like this? He's in a spot of trouble. I forgot to hit the bird. Burp. This is our transportation teleport spot. But Stray Fairy Fountain is, or the Fairy Fountain, not the Stray Fairy Fountain, is back there! Okay. This is probably the most, I don't know, this upgrade is really good. This upgrade and the next one are really good. Oh, wise young one, I am the great fairy of wisdom. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall enhance your magic power. We get double the magic meter, which is always incredible to have in Zelda games. Oh my god, the eyes. Your magic power has been enhanced! You now have twice as much magic power! Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness. I don't know why I gave her this voice. I don't like... The stray fairies are scary. The great fairies are scary. Why are their boobs polygonal? Polygonal? They're just like triangles? Why is this a game for children? Minutes. I never stopped my timer! I still... The timer didn't want to be stopped. So hour and 20 minutes. I'm gonna say that's probably closer to it. Hour and 20 minutes. It's almost 3 times as long as it took for us to do the first temple. That's kind of sad. I am not going to fight these guys. I am the worst. Hi. I'm the Goron who sells the powder keg, the most famous product of the Gorons. Want a powder keg? Powder kegs explode with powerful blasts and are very dangerous. Until I've tested you to see if you could use them properly, I can't let you use any on your own. Will you give it a try? Yeah. If you can destroy the boulder that blocks the entrance to the Goron racetrack near here, using the powder keg I'm about to give you, then I will approve you to carry them. So yeah, now we need to take this bomb, this actual ticking time bomb, over to the boulder. I don't know why I skipped through the rest of that text. So powder kegs are pretty interesting because you can only use them as Goron Link. Because he's the only one strong enough to be able to pick them up and carry them and stuff. But Goron races are kind of fun. They're kind of also bullshit, but there's... So, the thing about them is that the other Gorons you race against have a weird AI that is, like, strangely hard to beat. Okay, I think we're about to blow up. It's fine. Time to blow up. It's okay. Way to go, Darmy! That was cool! Was that... Come on, if we don't hurry, the race will start. Come on, hurry. Oh, Darmy, I've been waiting for you. See, everyone's restless because they can't wait to enter. You're gonna enter, aren't you? You're gonna enter, aren't you? Yeah. You have to. I want to show everyone how Darmy races. If your magic power runs low, charge it up with the green jars on the course. Okay. Alright. This is important. Mini games in this game are son of a bitch to beat. This entire game has a pretty high difficulty. So I might have cheated. Yeah, anyway, this game can be pretty difficult at times. But you can get a little bit of this. It wasn't my race. It wasn't. I'm gonna create a suspend point there, so we don't have to see that cutscene over and over again. Alright, let's do this. This is also, it's very important to have the double magic power in this minigame, because things could get really bad if you don't have it. Again, I'm in the lead, which means any fucking second, one of these goddamn losers, these goddamn Gorons are gonna go speeding out ahead of me, and I just need to be there to... I've ruined it. That was it. That was it. Fuck. No! Fuck. Time to lock in. Yeah. Just like that. I have won. Like I should. That was great! I knew you were the fastest Goron, Darmy. I was sure you'd get first place. This is from Father. It's the prize. You got a bottle of gold dust. I want to be just like you. Quick! Next week, we are going to be coming back to Majora's Mask, and we are going to be doing some mini games. I'm going to see how many mini games and heart pieces and stuff I can do now that I've beaten the Goron Temple in the Goron area. This is kind of the format that I started when I started the game, where I do one stream that's super story focused, one stream that's super side quest focused. This was our next story focused stream. We beat the Goron temple. Thank fucking God I never have to do this goddamn temple again. We will be fighting Got though. So next time we are going to be fighting Got. We are going to be getting the sword upgrade. We are going to Romani Ranch, saving the children from aliens. And, you know, a couple other side quests that I can see. And yeah, to prepare for the next area, which the next area of the game is the Zora region. This is my favorite version of the Zora, I think. I really love, like, they've got like a jazz band culture thing. It's like super cool. I fucking love it. They've got Crudo pirates. It's also maybe one of the most annoying areas of the entire game. So I'm going to be doing whatever I can next week to make sure that the next area of the game, the Zora region, is as least annoying as possible. Planning on trying to find another bottle, because I only have 2 bottles at the moment, I think. Yeah. We want to try to get 4, because having 4 bottles is going to make things so much easier. Yeah, I think I know exactly how to get, all, the bottles. But that is going to be safe for next week. If you caught this stream and you missed the streams from earlier, highlights are on my channel. We saw a little bit of them earlier. I do my best to make them pretty fun. And if you like watching me, I have social media that I need to update more often and more frequently. And I also have a Discord server that it has me and Nico, who is like, they're always on chat. Um, but yeah, if you're interested in joining the Discord server, we'd love to have you there. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys next time. See you.